Hello and welcome to episode 226. We're going to be making and displaying a clock. So maybe you want to time someone doing a parkour course, or how long it takes them to complete your map, or any other reason you might want to time them. We will have a little setup because I need an objective. Scoreboard objectives. Add, we're making a clock. I'm going to call it clock. Dummy. Now, if these things haven't been activated yet, there will be blank spaces. They won't actually be any numbers at all. So I am going to set them up with some default values. Scoreboard players set, and I'm going to have seconds. I'm going to set your clock value to 0. Seconds is the name of a fake player. Done. Control middle mouse copy. We'll have another fake player called minutes, and we'll have another fake player. Well, I think you can probably guess what comes after minutes. Hours. Done. Run. Set them all up. Yep. Set clock minutes there. Yep. Okay, let's get a controller. Let's get those values going up. Controller. And it will be repeat. Okay, well, first of all, we will just have ticks. So this runs at tick speed, so we need to take into account the ticks first. So scoreboard, players, add, we'll have a fake player called ticks, and we'll add 1 to your score. Done. Now we'll check that score. 20 ticks in a second. Execute. If score ticks clock score matches 20, I'll say 20 or higher. Run scoreboard players set ticks clock 0. Okay, add 1 to fake player ticks their clock score. If fake player ticks clock score equals 20, set it back to 0. So now we can scoreboard players add, seconds comes first, get excited, 1, and we'll make that conditional. So count up to 20, at 20 reset, bang. Because you activated, you will now activate it, and we'll add 1 to the seconds clock. Okay, I'm just going to copy this command. Control middle mouse. I'm going to copy that command, put it in there, conditional, and I'm going to say not ticks clock, this will be seconds clock, and we'd want 60. So if you get to 60 seconds, reset seconds. But they're all going to be conditional from now on, so keep that into mind. If we do reset seconds, then let's copy both these blocks, this one and this one. Then we're going to do the same here. So if we do reset seconds, then obviously it becomes a minute. We'll add 1 to the minutes. And then we'll make it conditional. And then we'll do this check again. If minutes equals 60, then we'll reset minutes. If we do reset minutes, then we'll add 1 to hours. Yeah, okay, that'll do. We'll stop there. I mean, you could keep going if you wanted to. You could say now, if hours equals 24, then reset and add 1 to day. If days equals 7, then reset and add 1 to weeks. If weeks are blah, 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 off you go. We don't want to do that. Unless you've got a really hideous map and it is going to take someone years. I don't know. Okay, let's start it running. Yeah, we've got a clock. Pretty useless because we can't see it. But it should be going up now. Added 1 to ticks, now 16. We've got 8 seconds have gone past. Ticks is 8. How many seconds? Blah, 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 blah. 12 seconds have gone past. Okay, we'll just leave that going. We want to see that time. let's display it in a few different ways. Let's display it as a title. Now I am going to get myself a little, I call it like a little clipboard. This is going to be my clipboard. I want to put in here what we're going to display on the title. You'll see why in a minute. I'm going to say we want text. That's going to be the text. And then we're going to have a score, which is like that. And then we'll set a color as well. Okay, let's have a look at that. How does that look? We haven't got anything around the score, and the score will have a color. Okay, so this one is going to be text, and we're going to say H, and this one is going to be a score. Okay, and inside the score we will need a name and an objective. Let's get the color out of the way first. Green color, and the score will be name. First one we would do would be hours, so let's just say H and a space, and an objective, which would be clock for all of them. Okay, so that is our format. We're going to be using that a lot. Right. Done. Let's put it in here. This block, first of all, set up the title times. Title for all players times 1 second fade in, stay for 4 seconds, 1 second fade out. That'll do. Title for all players. Let's have a title, something simple, and we'll have a color as well. It will have some text. The text will say current time, and the color will be dark green. Done. So that should just say current time, and now we'll have a subtitle. Title for all players, subtitle, and in here, no, it's going to be a list, square brackets. In here, we're going to write what we just wrote before. So we will have text. That one's going to be a scoreboard. Text is like that. Score is like that. And afterwards we're going to have a color as well. Okay. So if you look at it like that, I find that's quite nice and simple. Without all the other stuff, we can fit it all in one page. It's handy to make these in Notepad actually, so you've got lots of space. So text, we were going to say H and a space, and then this one's going to be a score. Whose score? Well, I want the score from the player hours. Which score? Well, I want the clock score. What color do you want it? I would like it to be green. Thank you very much. Press done. Now we'll probably just get H0. We'll get a 0 because we did set hours over here to 0. If we didn't set that, we'd just get a blank until hours had been filled in at least once. So let's run that. H0. Okay, we've taken that long. Now, I'm going to copy this whole command here. Actually, let's change it in here, and then we'll copy it. And all I need to change is from hours. Let's change that to minutes, and we'll put a space in front of it as well. Oh, that's the name. Well, we did that should say minutes. We did it wrong in here. It's lucky we didn't copy this one. There's the H. There we go. And we'll change that to an M. Let's go to the end. Let's copy all of that. Cancel. Let's see if we got it right. We'll just stick it in after there. No minutes have been taken. Really? No minutes? Add 1 to minutes. Well, we'll check you later. Let's do seconds. And let's type seconds in manually. It's going to go in there. We are going to have text. We're going to have a score. And that score is going to have a color. Green. Color. Text will be space. Seconds. Space. This one is going to be a score. What is the name of the person? We called them seconds. What is the objective? It's the clock objective. Done. Press that button. Okay, let's clear out my inventory. It's getting a bit busy. Clear that out. Get rid of that. So how long have we been playing the map for? Well, 1 minute 15 seconds since I started that. 1 minute 19 seconds. So you can see how it's working. I mean, it's quite self-explanatory. Add 1 to ticks. If ticks is 20, reset. If you reset, add 1 to seconds. If seconds is 60, reset. If seconds reset, add 1 to minutes. Blah, 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 blah. And now we're just displaying information. Okay, that's probably all you need. This is the format you need to display the score. And that's it. We're just going to copy that to a few different places. So let's, we've done title. Action bar. Action bar is pretty cool. That way you could have it continuously sort of displayed at the bottom all the time while people are playing. Sort of add extra pressure. So what's the easiest way to do this? I think probably copy this subtitle command. Control middle mouse. Actually, we just want the command. Copy, and we'll just put it in there. And I'm just going to change it from subtitle to action bar. If we could type action bar to action bar. There we go. Done. 3D. Hey, there it is on the action bar. Nice. So you can have it. Oh, it's gone. There's a problem with the action bar. You can't actually change that time. It will just fade. So, do you know what? I'd rather not have the spaces after the H, the M, and the S. I'm going to get rid of that. Let's go here. After the H, I'm not going to have a space. But I will have a space between that number and the M. So we'll keep that space in front of the M, remove the one behind it, and I'll do the same for the S. Done. Can't see it. There we go. I prefer that. Okay, so the action bar keeps fading. That's simple enough. We can set up a little timer for that. Let's, what should we call it? Let's copy that. Control middle mouse. And well, I'll have that lever as well. Thank you very much. Doink. Add ticks. Well, let's just change it. We'll use the clock. We might as well use the clock. We'll just call it display bar. Display bar? I'll do, won't it? Yeah, add 1 to display bar. And we'll copy this second line as well, actually. Which is if display bar clock matches, how long did you think that stayed for? A couple of seconds? 3 seconds? Let's go for 3 seconds. If it equals 60, run, reset it. And we'll just copy that command there, control middle mouse. If you do reset, so you've got to 60, you've reset, then we'll set this unconditional, run that as well. FD, go. There we go, there it is. Now it should fade away. Oh, okay, 3 seconds is a bit long. That actually would be rather annoying, wouldn't it? So let's just change the time in here. Let's change it to 50. Well, it's got a little bit of a fade. Let's change it to 45. Okay, still, let's change it to 40 to be safe. We want to get rid of that little bit of fade, but run the command as little times as possible. There we go. Yeah. It is counting up properly. It's just displaying not properly. Seconds is going up in 2s. But if you count, you'll see it is 1 every second. Okay, that's all right. Let's turn that off. So what's that? That's always action bar. That'll do. How about sticking it onto a sign? Let's put it onto a sign as well. Let's get a block. I've got a sign. Cool. Don't know where I got that from. Well, yes, I do. I've had it in my inventory a lot. A put on sign. I'll need a sign to put it on. That'll do. I'll get the coordinates of that. Fill, tap, tap, tap. Copy. Okay, we're going to be rather similar to what we've done before. We're going to do a data merge into a block. What, whereabouts? Well, the coordinates I just copied. Open and close. Now I want to put it into its, I'm going to put it on the second line. Why not? Text 2. I'm going to put it on the second line. What are you going to put in there? Apostrophe, apostrophe. Inside there is going a list. And what we're going to put in there. Done. Let's go and get our little one we made over here. Let's change it in here. We'll have hours, yes. Name. We have to change that. We got that wrong. Name equals hours. Objective clock color green. Yeah, that's okay. Let's copy all of that. Done. And we should be able to just pop that in that list. Haha, pretty nice. It's got the space put back in there because we didn't change that one. So let's just go back. And we'll change this to, let's remove that space. Well, we should keep it to make it fit. Minutes, we need a space after that one. What's the name of the person this time? Well, the person this time is minutes. End, shift home, control copy all of that. And we'll go to the end there, the square brackets, and we'll put a comma and we'll paste that one in. Now we've got the minutes. Okay, let's go back. And we'll just change this to an S. And we'll change the name to seconds. End, shift home, control copy. Then we'll go to the end of the list, comma, put that in, done, bomb. Now, this is rather strange. F3D, action bar, you've got 5 minutes 59. Did we just happen to hit that when it was exactly on 0? Yes, we did. Okay, it made me think it was broken. 5:18, 5:20, yeah, what we got there? 5:22. I looked at that and saw 0, 0, thought, why is it broken? But we just happened to hit it on 0. Okay, so maybe 2 people racing, 1 on each side. They run, they've got to press the button when they get to the end. It updates their sign. You can then easily have a look to see who was fastest. Now, maybe they're about the same sort of speed. Okay, well, we could go a bit faster because we can. We can have T as well. And T will be our ticks because we are actually counting in the ticks. We have to use those to get the seconds. End, shift home, control copy. We'll just put that on the end, but inside the square brackets on the end of the list, comma, pop it in. Oh, it doesn't fit. Okay, let's make it a bit smaller. So we'll remove the spaces after the letter. That one. we'll do the same for minutes. That one. And we'll do the same for hours. That one. Probably fit now. There we go. So if it's a close race, you can judge by ticks. We can't go any lower because there's nothing lower. Well, I don't think we can. Maybe there's a way you can. There we are. So, and one note, this is 1.19 version, so it is using the text to style. If you're in the later versions, you'll want to be using front text messages. I'll put that version in the description as well. So if you're in the later version, you want front text messages, that command will be in the description. Okay, well, I've been rambling on for a little bit longer than I thought this would take. So I will see you in the next one. Take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.